Right, so I like to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barakah HaKadosh, double unto the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So we're going to go into the book of Jeremiah, the 29th chapter. We're not going to go into the whole chapter, but there's things that I want to get because I want to go into the gathering of Israel. Now, we're going to get a little bit of understanding on the gathering of Israel, and Lord willing, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we can kind of go through in this same chapter and see why the Lord's gathered us to begin with. So we're going to start off here in the book of Jeremiah 29 and 1. It says, now these are the words Now these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem unto the residue of the elders which were carried away captive. And what reminded me of Jeremiah 29 going into the carried away of captive was when you go into the book of 1 Corinthians. I think it's the 12th chapter. Let's see, right, the 12th chapter, the first verse down to the second verse. That particular verse reminded me of 1 Corinthians the 12th chapter, or 1 Corinthians the 12th chapter reminds me of Jeremiah the 29th chapter. So it says, now concerning spiritual gift, brethren, I would not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, right? Because there's two distinctive Gentiles. That's being the Israelites that are scattered throughout the nations that have taken the customs of other nations. And then you have the Gentiles, which come of the other nations that are outside of the Hebrew Israelites. So it says, now concerning spiritual gift, brethren, I wouldn't have you ignorant, which the word ignorant means not knowing. Ye know that ye were Gentiles, right? So how can Gentiles of other nations how do they know that they were Gentiles, right? No. So it's talking about the Israelites, right? Ye know that ye were Gentiles. And how were they Gentiles? Because they was following the customs of the other nations, carried away unto dumb idols. Where if you go back to the time of Nebuchadnezzar, Israel was carried away unto Babylon, and Nebuchadnezzar wanted Israel to worship what? The statue, right? That was made of gold, bronze, iron, and clay. So it says, ye know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto dumb idols, even as ye were led, right? So the other nations weren't carried away unto dumb idols, right? They was already worshiping other idols. The ones that was carried away unto dumb idols were who? The Israelites, right? When they was carried away into captivity under the other nations. So let's go back to this Jeremiah 29. So Jeremiah 29 and 1. Now these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem unto the residue of the elders which were carried away captive, and to the priests and to the prophets and to all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar have carried away captive from Jerusalem to Babylon. After that, Salakia, I can't really say that name like that. Jeconiah, the king, and the queen, and the eunuchs, which are the officers, the princes of Judah and Jerusalem, and the carpenters and the smiths were departed from Jerusalem. So let's read that back. After that, Jeconiah the king, and the queen, and the eunuchs, the princes of Judah and Jerusalem, and the carpenters and the smiths were departed from Jerusalem by the hand of Elisha, the son of Jephon, and Gemariah, the son of Hilkiah, whom Zedekiah, king of Judah, sent unto Babylon to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, unto all that are carried away captives, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon. Build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit of them. Take ye wives and begot sons and daughters, and take wives for the sons, and give your daughters to the husbands, that they might bear sons and daughters, that ye may be increased there and not diminished. And seek the peace of the city, whether I have caused you to be carried away captive, and pray unto the Lord for it, for in the peace thereof shall ye have peace. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you, neither hearken unto your dreams which ye cause to be dreamed. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them, saith the Lord. For thus saith the Lord, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word toward you, and causing you to return to this place. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall you call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. And ye shall seek me and find me, and ye shall search for me with all your heart. And I will be found of you, saith the Lord, and I will turn away your captivity, and will gather you from all nations. And this is what's coming, is that the Lord will gather Israel from all nations. And one thing is that you got to understand in this particular verse is that not all of Israel were in captivity under the Babylonians. You had Israelites that was scattered throughout all nations. When you go into like the book of what is it? What is that? I think that's in Ezra. I want to say Ezra, the 2nd chapter, or Ezra, the 7th chapter, but it talks about teach those that know the law and teach those that know not. It says, go over the seas and teach those that know the law and teach those that know not the law. You know, because again, Israel was scattered throughout all nations. When you go into the book of Kings, during the time of King Ahab, you had the besiege of Samaria by the Syrian king, which was Salmanazar, and the king before Salmanazar, and Israel was taken captive out of the land of Samaria, taken to Syria, and they was scattered throughout all the land from Syria, right? And I believe also even before that, because it tell you that the king of Ahab have brought them out of that land and have scattered them. You know, I have to go back into the book of Kings. But yeah, you know, Israel has been scattered throughout all nations. You know, they're just not, they just weren't all gathered into the land of Babylon, but a mass majority of Israelites were in the land of Babylon in captivity under the Hamites. So let's keep going. It says, and I will be found of you, saith the Lord, and I will turn away your captivity, and will gather you from among all nations. And the scriptures consistently talking about the Lord gathering Israel from all nations. You can even go into the book of Ezekiel. What is that? Ezekiel, I want to say 11 and 7. Let's see. Let's see. No, it's not Ezekiel 11 and 7. What is that? Ezekiel, might be Ezekiel 17. Might be Ezekiel 17. Let's see here. Yeah, it's Ezekiel 11 and 17. So Ezekiel 11 and 17, it says, let's see where we can start at. I'll start at 14. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, thy brethren, even thy brethren, the men of thy kindred, and all the house of Israel, holy are they unto whom the inhabitants of Jerusalem have said, get you far from the Lord, unto us is this land given in possession. It says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, which that's what we're reading about right now in the book of Jeremiah, the 29th chapter. And although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. And actually that's happening right now. right? Because you got the gathering of so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans who lineages of the tribe of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And guess what? That small sanctuary is actually out on the highways and byways speaking about the destruction of America and the coming of Yahweh Shai. So it says, because when you go into sanctuary, let's go into this word sanctuary real quick. Right, let's go into the word sanctuary. I'm not gonna play the sound on it because it's kind of staticky. It says scared place, sanctuary, holy place, sanctuary of the temple of the tabernacle of Ezekiel's tabernacle of Jehovah, which we know Yahweh name isn't no fucking Jehovah. Excuse my French. But again, a sanctuary is a scared place, a sanctuary, a holy place, a place that is set apart for right. So this is the word religion, which means religious worship, external, that which consist of ceremonies, religious discipline, religion. Strong's from a derivative, Salakia, ceremonial, servants, religious worshiping. So that's what ceremony means, which I got in the book of Acts 26:5. You can go into it as well if you wish. Let's go back to this Ezekiel 11:17, and then we're going to end it from there. Then we'll go back to Jeremiah, the 29th chapter in the next video. So again, the word religion just means ceremony. That's it. Ceremony, which a lot of idiotic ass people don't know. And again, excuse my French. So Ezekiel 11 and let's see, I want to get back to where I was. So again, it says, therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. So again, we looked up the word sanctuary, right, which is like a temple, which we are the temple of the Lord, which you see many sanctuaries set up throughout the world to this very day. And you know, we went into that word sanctuary, and then we went into the word which the word sanctuary, I believe, also went into religion. We went into the word religion in the Greek, which means ceremony. So it says, in the country where they shall come. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord power, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. And when I was going into the book of Isaiah, the 54th chapter, that's what that was going into, with the gathering of the remnant of Israel. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and end it from there. Until next time, I'd like to say, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Shalom.